Do you look in the mirror and feel discouraged with how your body looks? Or maybe you just wish your body looked different. Or you're taking an exercise class and suddenly, without warning, your knees are hurting on the lunges you're doing. That has never happened before. You're not alone. Research shows up to 84% of American women experience body dissatisfaction in their lifetimes. Learning to love your body when you really don't, it's not an easy task, and it's not as simple as the body positivity movement sometimes make it seem. Going from I hate my body, what it looks and feels like, and what it can't do anymore, to something more positive will take time and a conscious effort. That's why today we talk about the 5 ways to love your body that seems to betray you. Welcome back to the Pursue Your Spark podcast. I'm Heike Yates and I'm the host of this podcast. I hope you had a lovely summer doing the things you love doing. I don't know what you love to do, but I love going to the beach. After being cooped up for 2 years, I'm sure travel was on your mind and many adventures to be had. By the way, did you know that Pilates and intermittent fasting combined is the most effective way to lose body fat and supercharge your energy for an empty nester mom over 50 without another diet or spending hours working out? Let me show you how to recapture your health as an empty nester mom over 50 so that you can enjoy an active lifestyle without feeling left behind or stuck in old habits that no longer serve you. Check out the Empty Nester Reboot program where I share my secrets to a healthy and strong body for an empty nester mom over 50. Now let's dive in today's feature content. I'm Heike Yates, a fitness and nutrition coach with 30 years of experience. I empower empty nester moms over 50 to take back their health and strength to feel vibrant in their second half of life. Right now, you're joined by thousands of empty nester moms around the world who stop dimming their light and instead ignite their spark. On this podcast, I do what I do best, taking complicated information about fitness, nutrition, and mindset strategies and breaking it down into baby steps that are simple, actionable, and reliable so you can implement them into your life. I regularly interview some of the most inspiring guests who share their honest stories on how they went from their worst to their best in life so that you know you're not alone in your struggles. Join me as we redefine what aging looks and feels like by taking action and saying, yes, I can. This is the Pursue Your Spark podcast. This could have happened to you. One day, everything was well and you could carry your laundry basket loaded with laundry up to the gills, up and down the stairs without a problem. And you balanced and everything was cool and your knees were fine and you felt strong and you're so capable. But suddenly, the next day, it seemed that you couldn't. It got more challenging each day until you could make it up the stairs, but no longer with the basket in hand. There was not one point when you noticed that you were slowing down or you weren't as strong as you had been. Another common complaint from women over 50 is that the skin starts sagging and the cellulite appears on legs that were just fine yesterday. They're looking great, and suddenly you look in the mirror and you go, wait a minute, I see those dimples. How the heck did those dimples get there? All these changes seem to happen overnight, and you feel betrayed by your body. So why are you letting me down, body? I'm working out and I'm eating healthy. I know I'm getting older, but why does it seem that everything's breaking down without a warning? Today we talk about 5 ways to love a body that seems to betray you. Today you will meet 3 real clients, but with fake names, and their names are Gabby, Monica, and Grace. They are not their real names, but they are the problems that these 3 women deal with. So let's find out what Gabby said. I hate that I now have to rely on other people to do the chores I used to do. And I'm dependent on their schedule and goodwill. That I have to ask for help even for the most mundane things like emptying the dishwasher, as I can't bend down to pick up the dishes and then move to put them away quickly because my knees really hurt. I feel betrayed by my body and resented now. I feel helpless and stuck with a body that holds me back with the things that I love doing. My client Monica feels betrayed by her body because she works out regularly and makes exercise a priority. And she is super fit, doing planks like people much younger of her age can't even do. But her body doesn't show that she is working that hard. She says, when I flex my muscles, I can see that my muscles are there. But when I just relax, it all becomes mush. I sit down and I feel the fat and softness of it instead of the muscles I know must be somewhere. I have a healthy weight and all I see is a blob. I feel frustrated and I want to give up. Then there's Grace, who shows me her bat wings and cellulite at the back of her legs and points to her belly fat, making a face. She wonders if she does more upper body weight training and push-ups, will the arms get firmer? If by walking more, the cellulite will go away? And if she keeps doing her lower abdominal work, will her belly get flat? She feels helpless. All these women are in good health, have an amazing family support, and enjoy life, but feel that their bodies let them down, especially when they compare themselves with other women of their age, unaware, of course, on social media, and sometimes even their girlfriends. Those women seem thinner, fitter, with tighter skin, flat bellies, and toned arms, and don't seem to have aches and pains that hold them back from living their best lives. I have to be real, as I always am with you. Here are some hard facts that we can no longer or not ignore. No matter what we do, our bodies will age, and we lose muscle mass due to an age-related condition called sarcopenia. Physically inactive people can lose as much as 3 to 5% of their muscle mass each decade after the age of 30. So even if you're active, you still have some muscle loss, like it or not. And then there is menopause. The hormonal changes of menopause might make you more likely to gain weight around the belly, followed by fat gain around the hips and thighs. But hormonal changes alone don't necessarily cause menopausal weight gain. Instead, weight gain is usually related to aging and lifestyle and genetic factors. And then there are chronic pain or illnesses that are out of our control. And that's another way that why we might feel betrayed by our bodies, because it wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. It just happened, like it or not. And a good example is my story of microscopic colitis. And it's now about 4 years ago that I, out of the blue, developed microscopic colitis. Had no warning, nothing was going on. All I had was constant diarrhea. And at first you're like, okay, it's going to stop because I may have eaten something not good for my stomach. But for a month, it went on. And the interesting fact about this was I kept training. I still had okay energy, not great, because my body, my stomach was not able to absorb any nutrients to give me energy, to help me work out. But what I did do was I lost weight and I got thinner and thinner. And so, of course, my muscles showed more as the layers of fat stripped away by me not being able to keep any of the nutrients in my body. And then my body decided, okay, I have to live on something. So it started metabolizing or catabolizing my body fat. And my clients said, whoa, you look great, Heike. Are you getting ready for another triathlon, another competition? You look so fit. But they didn't know how I felt. They didn't know that I was so tired all the time, that I felt like crap, and that I just was not healthy. So I always say never judge a book by its cover when you come across somebody, because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes in that person's body. So in each scenario that I just described, we feel the dread, the doom. We feel betrayed by our body, and we feel hopeless. We're going, man, what am I going to do now? There's menopause and there's sarcopenia, and I may have whatever condition you have of chronic pain or other illnesses related to your health. What are we to do? Why do we feel the way that, or why do we feel that our body is betraying us? Let's talk about that first. When we feel that our body betrays us, we feel a huge loss of control. We have no control over what's happening to our body. We're dabbling and doing this and that and the other, and nothing seems to work. Suddenly, you're dependent on family, friends, or even a doctor for help. Feeling the loss of control, or feeling that you're no longer in the driver's seat, is a very powerful feeling, followed by fear. Life is changing forever, and you may worry about what changes you'll have to make to move forward, to continue to stay healthy and strong. And then finally, you will feel frustrated. You may feel trapped in your body and feel that life is unfair, asking, why me? I've done everything right. So what do you do when you feel betrayed by your body? Know that your body doesn't do it on purpose. Your body is not out to punish you, and that it's not your fault. And you're not doing anything wrong. It is just what your body is doing at the time in your life. And it is okay to feel frustrated or even angry at your body. But it's not okay to take that feeling out on yourself. You're not less because of it. Your body still needs love and care. Instead of beating your body up and enduring grueling workouts to make your body behave the way you think it should, make sure you nourish your body with movement that is good for your body. For instance, prioritize sleep and a low-stress environment. I know this sounds so simple, but are you really giving your body the care it deserves? Because you deserve all those things, and lifestyle changes will help you feel better. Circumstances or difficulties don't define you. It is vital to figure out new ways of doing things and new limits as early as you can. In Gabi's case, she has to figure out how to do daily chores differently to feel in charge again. Monica knows that she has a chronic illness that causes her skin to look that way. And instead of talking badly about her body, started loving it for how strong she is and the fitness and daily activities that she can do so well. And for Grace, it's time to stop comparing herself to other women and instead focus on the things she loves about her body. So let's dive into the 5 ways to love a body that seems to betray you. Number 1, stop negative self-talk. Everyone has an inner critic, and when our bodies betray us, this voice gets really loud. Check out my podcast episode number 28, also called How to Silence Your Inner Critic. So, what to do instead? Instead, practice positive self-affirmation. Things like, my body is capable and strong. I choose not to let my condition define me. I love my body. And keep telling you, whatever your mantra is, keep telling yourselves over and over. If you have one that you absolutely love, look in the mirror. I know this feels so goofy, and I'm sure you've heard this before, that you stand in front of the mirror and you say, my body is capable and strong. And at first you look at yourself and you're thinking, God, this is stupid. The more you do it, the more you will believe the truth about your body. Number 2, try new ways of moving. As in Gabi's case, she's trying out new ways to get her chores done without or with little help. For example, she can carry the laundry upstairs in a small basket on her back to use her hands to help herself stabilize when walking upstairs or downstairs. She was also open to the idea that it's okay to ask her family for help with things that don't need to get done right away, that can wait, and that she doesn't sit there and tap her fingers and say, okay, I really want to fold this laundry. Anybody? Hello? So things that she say, can so-and-so get it done by the end of the day or by tomorrow. Gabi also has her son empty the dishwasher from now on. Number 3, ditch the idea of looking a certain way. We are so sold on the idea that if we look a certain way, and that look will give us happiness, success, respect, and value, among other things. But let's be honest. Bat wing arms don't define who you are, and we feel about and how we feel about ourselves deep down. The self-worth about ourselves has nothing to do with how firm our arms are. Of course, you still want to strengthen your arms and upper body to be stronger as you age. The emotional reasons why a particular body type is desirable or constantly trying to stay young are so profoundly intertwined with our past that it is hard to disengage from that message. I hear you loud and clear when you talk to me. But the more you realize that those feelings are not serving you, but the beauty industry to sell you more products, or the social media posts that make you feel inferior, you're better off without them. I'm not saying drop all workouts, but instead focus on overall health, strength, and the reasons you're exercising, and not an idea of a body. That you want to look like so-and-so on social media, on Instagram, or Facebook, wherever you consume your social media. Love your body with all its flaws and thank it for doing a good job every day, even if you take a day off. Also, check out my post number 155 on how to stop comparing yourself to other women and be happier. Number 4, care for your body. We always talk about self-care, but honestly, we rarely follow up on it and always put ourselves last because we may feel guilty of putting ourselves first. So instead, make time on your schedule to get a massage, a facial, a mani or pedicure, whatever that makes your body feel good. Going for a hike or a picnic is self-care too. The sky is the limit. Don't say, oh, I don't like a massage and a massage takes a lot of time. Well, then go outside in your backyard or balcony or wherever you can go outside is always a big one in my point of view, and do some stretches. A little bit goes a long way, friend. And number 5 is appreciate your body. We start losing sight of what our bodies can do when we resent the things they can't. Or when our bodies look the way we didn't expect them to. So instead, Celebrate your body for a job well done. Just like Gabi, who has a hard time walking up the stairs but can walk for 1 hour without a problem. That's a win in my books. Or Monica, who only sees the fat instead of all the strength she has built and now focuses on how easy gardening has become because of the power she has built all those years. Or Grace, that is fighting body image issues, walks every morning and started incorporating strength training to build more lean muscles. So they all took a step in the right direction. They all said, you know what, body, I love you, I appreciate you, and it's just what's going to happen. Let's move forward. Focus on the things that you can do and that you do well. Don't focus on the ones that you suck at. Appreciate how beautiful your body is. It's an amazing machine. Every time I look in my studio on the what I call the muscle man chart, where it's like you have a body that can see all the muscles on a chart and you look at how they're intertwined and how connected they are and functional, every time it blows my mind. So if you or when you appreciate how beautiful your body is, then you'll feel proud of yourself instead of critical and frustrated. So here's some reasons why I love my body, or what I love about my body. I love my shoulders. They are so strong. I got a perky butt. I can laugh until I almost pee my pants, and sometimes I do a little bit. I got a birthmark on my knee that only my husband knows about, and my body never takes off, even when I do. My hair is thick and shiny and so healthy. Friend, now it's your turn. What do you love about your body? Find some ways to love a body that seemingly betrays you by stop negative self-talk. Try new ways of moving. Ditch the idea of looking a certain way. Care for your body. Oh yeah, this is a good one. Then number 5, appreciate your body for what it can do and how amazing it is. I hope you take this to heart. Share this episode with other women that feel negative about their bodies and don't honor their bodies or don't love their bodies anymore and are down on themselves. And I want to hear from you on social media. I want to hear how you feel about your body, what we can do together moving forward to not fall into this trap of having to look a certain way, feeling a certain way about our bodies, and not honoring our body as a beautiful machine that it is. So reach out to me at Heike Yates on Instagram. On Facebook, you can find me at Heike Yates Pursue Your Spark. But we're also on YouTube, where we post every podcast episode every other week. So you also can consume our content on all social podcast platforms. And with that, my friends, I'm out of here, and I want you to love your body and your day. Ciao.